Welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, if this is your first time seeing this beautiful face, I look beautiful, but yeah, if this is your first time seeing this beautiful face, my name is Ify and I am a YouTuber based in Italy. For my old subscribers, thank you guys so much for coming back. You guys are the real MVPs. Thank you guys so much, and I am really grateful for everything you guys have been doing. Thank you guys so much for watching my videos. For people that are sharing my videos, I thank you guys so much. Thank you so much, and may God bless you guys. I don't mean to be rude to anybody, but this is a very big issue that needs to be addressed. When Nigerian parents abuse their children, the way they abuse their children in the name of discipline is so wrong. Like, I don't know how to go about it so that I wouldn't appear rude, but I am still going to address it because this needs to be addressed. Okay, let's start with like a whole lot of Nigerian parents, the way they raise their kids. You see a mom, somebody that carried a child for 9 months. You see, just because the child did one or two things, that is normal. Like, it's a normal thing for a child to be a bit of stubborn while growing up. Is normal for everybody. In our own culture, like in African culture, we were raised that beating a child all the time, hitting a child, yeah, hitting a child is a means of discipline, which, like, okay, I used to believe in that. I used to believe in it until I got to know that it is not always about hitting that child. It is not always about flogging the child. Sometimes you've got to sit the child down, talk to that child. It's more productive to talk to that child than to flog the child. I don't know if you guys get me. It's more productive because once you beat the child all the time, at a point the child will the body will start resisting the pain. It's going to start resisting it, and when it start resisting it, there's nothing else you can do because that child, no matter how long you flog the child, no matter how long you beat the child, no matter how long you try to hurt the child in the name of disciplining him, it will never get to him. He will keep doing what he's doing because at the end, to him, at the end of the day, the only thing you can do is to flog him. I don't know if you guys get me. I'm not saying that I'm in the best position to address this topic, but I believe that we all are adults and we all are, like, for now I have a child. I am not going to start abusing my child tomorrow or hitting my child tomorrow because he did something wrong. I am not going to do that. I've learned past that. In Africa, we raise our children, we raise them in an abusive environment. We abuse them and thinking that we are doing them good. But most of the times we are doing it to discipline them. We are doing it for their own good. But it did not appear so, because once you are physically hitting a child, that child is going to grow up thinking that hitting another person or beating another person is a way to instill discipline in that person. I am not, I don't subscribe to this. I used to subscribe to it, but with how well I've grown now, with how I have grown now mentally, I have come to realize that it's not always about beating that child. We need to sit them down, talk to them, give them reasons why they are not supposed to do what they are doing. If you used to beat your children, if you used to beat them, if you used to hit them at any slightest provocation, you will find out that the child is going to love the parent that doesn't hit them. They are going to love those parents more. That doesn't mean they are going to hate you, but inside of them, they know that this person has been abusing me. I don't know if you guys get. So let us try to learn how to talk to our children. Let us try to, instead of hitting them, instead of trying to abuse them. Africans that abuse their children over the years, at the end of the day, you will see that we Africans and the Westerners, you can see the difference. Even after all the hitting and everything, Africans are still committing evil. So you can see that hitting a child or abusing a child does not mean that the child is going to turn out good tomorrow. I don't know if you understand. So let us learn the act of raising our children properly. Raise them with love. If your child do something wrong, call the child, sit the child down and talk sense into that child. If you sit that child down and talk to that child all the time, talk sense, give the child examples, give the child like real life examples, give the child reasons why he or she doesn't need to do what he or she is doing, then that child will learn. And while you are talking to that child, don't use curse words like "you goat." African parents, we use curse words on our children. And do you know what? You as the parent, there is power in your mouth. Whatever you say to your child tomorrow is going to be what that child is going to be, because you have the power to bless your child. You have the power to curse your child. You should watch what you say to your children. You should watch what you say to them. You should watch your words. So let us try to watch our words. Let us try to discipline our children with love instead of abusing, instead of hitting them. I don't know if you now, with the pains of pregnancy and the pains of childbirth and everything, you, when the child is of age, you start beating the child just because he did something wrong. That is so wrong. That is so wrong. I know that we are doing it out of love, but it doesn't always end up like, it's not always like that. You should not be doing that. That is so wrong. You should not be hurting your child, because inside of those children, I grew up in Africa, I grew up in Nigeria. I was a victim of this. My mom, most especially, she believed in beating us. I'm not blaming her. I know that she didn't know. She thought she was being good to us. She thought she was trying to do us good. Let us try to learn how to caution our children with love. Let us learn how to raise our kids with love. Sit them down, talk to them, and if you're talking to them, allow them to air their own opinion. Allow them to, you act like, let's assume that your child did something wrong. You call that child, you sit that child down, and you'll be like, what made you do this? So you have to listen to that child to know the reason why he did what he did. So after hearing from that child, then you will now find a way to correct him in a loving manner. You will not have to find a way to correct him in a polite way. So let us try to learn how to caution our kids with love. Let us learn how to train our children. In the Western world, they train their children with love. They make sure that they raise their kids with love, because, and at the end of the day, we that we are hitting, that we are beating, not like we are better than the Western kids. We are not better than them. We don't always turn out better than them. So what African parents do to their kids in the name of discipline is not discipline. It is abuse. Let's call it by its name. It is abuse. Stop abusing your kids. Stop hitting your children. Stop abusing them. Learn to caution them with love. Learn to show them love. Learn to love them, even in the midst of their mistakes, even in the midst of their wrongs. I was raised in that way, but as I've grown now, as I've got to know some certain things now, I am not going to raise my child in that manner. I'm not going to keep on beating my child. I'm not going to keep on hitting my child, because at the end of the day, a child that will turn out good will turn out good. So it's better you don't hit them. It's better you correct them with love, because there will be a time that if you keep on hitting them, there will be a time that their body will get to absorb all the hitting. Their body will be strong, that even your cane or your flogging or your beating will not even get to it will not penetrate their body again. Why? Because their body has gotten used to it. And if it gets to that level, that child is not going to listen to you anymore, because the child will just be like, let me just do it. At the end of the day, she's just going to beat me and the cane doesn't enter anymore. Can you see? So the child will not keep on doing the wrong thing. So let us learn how to raise our kids right. Let us learn how to raise our children right. Let us learn how to show them love. Let us stop abusing them. I think that African parents are doing this because over there in Africa, child abuse is not taken very seriously. In the Western world here, if you beat your child anyhow, you are going to jail. In Africa, it's just kind of is your child, do whatever you want to do with your child. But in the Western world here, your child is not your child. The child belongs to the state. It belongs to the government. So if you beat that child anyhow, you are going to jail. The child have their own rights. But in Africa, there is nothing like that. So anybody can beat you. But here, it is not the same thing. So let us try to emulate this good part of the West. Let us emulate it. Let us learn from them and stop hitting our kids. Let us learn from them and stop beating our children. Let us learn from them and start correcting our children with love. I wouldn't want the video to continue. I'm sure that I've already passed the message I want to pass in this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you are new to this channel, I don't know what you are still waiting for. Just click on that subscribe button. Click on the subscribe button, oh, please. And also click on the bell notification button so you will get my notification whenever I make a new upload. My old subscribers, thank you guys so much for coming back. I love you guys so much, and I hope I was able to make a lot of sense here. Thank you guys so much, and see you guys in my next video. Bye bye.